Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. It's been a little over 2 weeks since I've last recorded for Star Wars Galaxies, so I thought I'd jump in and do another video this week. I hope everyone's doing well. Summer's going fast, it's almost over. But, here we are. Okay, so it's Phase 3 in the village this week. Last week was Phase 2, and I did the Heightened Senses surveying quest last week. Heightened Senses, I always have a problem saying that. And this week is Phase 3, and it has Heightened Senses Luck, which is, it seems to me, I've never done either of these except for last week. It seems to me that they're the exact same quest. They are, basically you need Novice Artisan. It's probably better to have, let me go to Artisan real quick. It's probably better to have Surveying 4 for this, because really all you have to do is survey. So this quest involves surveying for a series of resources at 50% plus concentration. You do not need to sample, just survey with a tool at a spot with a high enough concentration. You can go to other planets and still get credit. So last week, I did all of it on Dathomir. But what I found was, in this case, for this quest, you have to do 8 different resources. 8 different types of resources. So the first one's like aluminum. So you can survey for any type of aluminum that's available on that planet. And as long as you find something 50% or over, you get credit. And as soon as you get credit, you get a random crate of either Endrine, Rudic, Austrian, Ardanium 2, or Wind Crystals. And you can see in my inventory last week, I did that. So as you finish each one, it just pops one of these randomly into your inventory. And which is pretty cool. But to complete the quest, you don't have to come back to the village. You don't have to be on Dathomir or anything. You can just be wherever you want to be, and it's done, which is pretty cool. So I learned that last week, and I'm assuming it's going to be the same this week, but we will find out. First of all, I haven't been here in a long time, so I don't think I've shown this before. I need to turn in some experience, and specifically for Heightened Senses. Heightened Senses. So, okay, we're gonna, nope, not the trainer. Nope, we want to go to Paimos. Paimos. He's the one that allows you to turn in XP and get it converted. Nodan allows you to train one of these boxes. So we want to do senses. Yep. So these are the different types of XP I can turn in. So if you look at that, there's a calculator online, like the ratio it gives you for Jedi XP. Combat's always the most, I think, and it's kind of the easiest to get if you know how to do it right, but you can't do that for Heightened Senses. Jeez. You can turn in, it's like surveying. I have some surveying XP, I think. Let's see over here. Surveying's pretty terrible. It's like 30 to 1 or something. So 93.52, 10 to 1. Okay, it's still terrible, because surveying XP is slow, but I don't need it, so I'm going to turn it in. I get a whole 935 for sensitive senses XP. Let's do that again. But you might as well use them. Might as well turn them in if you're not going to use that XP. Scouting is probably the biggest one I have. I have 130,000 right now. It's 1 to 8, which is, in my opinion, the best one to do, other than combat. That's how I did my Jedi, at least. I see a lot of people doing like musician or dancer as well. You get that XP fairly quickly. All right, so we got 16,357 senses experience there for 130,000 XP of scouting, which, if you're doing it right, if you're level 80, killing high enough level stuff, you're getting about 15,000 XP per kill. And if you're in a group, it goes up even higher. So it comes pretty quickly. And right now I'm Master Ranger, not Master Scout. Master Scout would actually give me better harvesting, and I would get that XP faster. But I'm not really worried about those boxes, the Heightened Senses boxes and the combat boxes for this character, because this is my alt, and I plan on her being mainly a crafter. But I am considering taking the luck tree because I do reverse engineering. And I don't know if this just gives you +1 luck, like opportune chance. So if it does that, I haven't researched this enough. What is my opportune right now? 415. It's real easy to get like +5 here, +5 there, +35 like on gear. So like this gear has +35. It's just on my boots. So if it's only giving me +4 total, that's not worth it. So I have to research that to see how much it's actually giving me. It's not worth 4 of my skill points for sure. Because if that's all it is, then it's not worth it. But we'll see. Luck is like the NGE to opportune, I believe. So I don't know if they're equivalent in this case or not, but I'll have to research that. But anyway, I wanted to do this tree anyway. I wanted to unlock it. I'm trying to unlock all of the non-combat ones, maybe even the combat ones. As you can see, I'm level 71. I have some combat right now. I have X444 and Bounty Hunter, a little bit of Brawler. So I've noticed, like, you don't even need Brawler or Sharpshooter in order to be good at combat. If you do like Bounty Hunter and Ranger, for instance, like Master Ranger is giving you general melee speed, general melee accuracy, general range accuracy, general range speed, and so does Bounty Hunter. And so does Smuggler, I believe. And all of their abilities are interchangeable. So, like I have, for Master Bounty Hunter, it gives you Snipe and Ambush. Snipe is for range combat, Ambush is for melee combat. So whichever kind of weapon you decide to use works. And for Bounty Hunter in my opinion, has some of the best combat abilities in the game that I've played with. Improved critical shot is excellent. Their knockdown, improved underhand shot is excellent. I always thought up until maybe 6 months ago that those were only ranged only, but it's not true. You can do this in melee too, which is pretty cool. And at Master Bounty Hunter, you get torso shot, which is nasty. Does additional heat damage, and that's a bleed, which is pretty cool. And their shields at Master Bounty Hunter is really good too. So, I don't know. That's what I am with one of my other characters, Master Bounty Hunter, I'm not Master Ranger, I'm Master Creature Handler, Master Bounty Hunter. A little bit of Ranger. So, yeah, just a little FYI there. But anyway, let's talk for Heightened Senses Luck. We need to talk to Eozlin, which might have been the person I talked to for Phase 2 as well. Let's see. Eozlin. Okay, he's over here. There he is. Okay. So I wasn't able to complete on Phase 2. I wasn't able to complete or even start Techniques because that's my last tree for crafting. If you look at Crafting Mastery here, I have enough XP basically to get Mastery. But Technique's the last one I have to do, and it is similar to another one of the... It's a tough one. It's the one where you have to do crafting, the wall modules, small turrets. But in Phase 2 for Technique, you have to turn in 20 of a similar product. So, for example, I would need 20 Endrine, 20 Rudic, and that would count as 1. And I need to do that total of 10 times. So you need everything in multiples of 20. So you need 20 Austrian for 1, 20 Rudic for 1. So that's a lot. So what I plan on doing is during this phase, using another one of my alts, the same one that's a Master Bounty Hunter, Master Creature Handler, to go around and just collect a bunch of ore. All these Ardanium 2 energies and stuff. So, yeah. So I have to collect a bunch. Yeah, you only need 200, but they have to be in multiples of 20. So that makes it very difficult. And I'm not... People try to sell some of these on the bazaar for like 50,000 plus credits a piece, and it's just not worth it. But it does unlock Technique, unlocks Crafting Mastery Technique, and also gives you a lightsaber crafting tool like the other one did. I don't remember which one it was, but anyway. Okay, Eozlin. Hello, good tidings and all that. There's some work I need done and I need someone to do it. You look like the kind of person who could take on such a task. Could you? Would you? Are you interested in helping with my work? What is it you want me to do? We need resources. Resources that will allow us to better the defenses of our village here. I don't need you to actually bring me the resources. I have a team for that. I just need you to find me the best places to set up our harvesting. I need your surveying skills and your ability to survive outside the village. It's dangerous out there, and some of the villagers just aren't up to it. The resources we need may not even be on Dathomir. They can be on any planet. Can you help us? Yeah, I know how to survey. Anything else I need to know? There's one more thing. If you're going to work for me, you're not going to be able to help other villagers. Blah 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 blah. Same thing everyone else says. Special resources? That's right. I'm modifying your survey tool so that when you find the spots with the resources I need, you'll also to be able to detect and sample some special resources that we require. Oh, this is different. This is different. Maybe I should have read that. If you're going to work for me, you're not going to be able to help out any other villagers while you do this. This is a commitment. I need someone focused on finding me the best places to harvest resources. I also need you to look for some special resources for me. Ooh, this is different. Special resources? That's right, I'm modifying your survey tools so that when you find the spots with the resources I need, you'll also be able to detect and sample some special resources that we require. Austrian, Endrine, Wind Crystals, Rudic, and Ardanium too. There's specific metals and energy types that will aid us in creating our village defenses. You can bring them back to me, or if you have friends who are crafters, you can let them use the resources to make better defenses for us. If you help us, I can show you how to use your force power to make yourself more. Well, I guess lucky could be the proper term. Can you help? Wow, that's pretty cool. Does that actually say that on the SWGR website? I don't think it does. It does not. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'd be happy to help. All right, I'm glad I did this and recorded this. Yes. Okay. So the first one it wants me to find is iron, which is different than what the website is. Oh, it says in a random order. The following has to be surveyed. Okay, iron. So, let's go here. I'm just gonna find mineral survey tool options because I just got surveying 4. Sure, it's using the top one. It probably still isn't. It's a little bug. Defaults to. So we're just gonna go down the list of iron and try to find something greater than 50. Now this one is going to be greater than 50 pretty quickly, so I'm just going to go to it. There's my survey resources over there. Could have just clicked on the next one as well, but this one will easily go up to 50. You can just tell by looking at it. It's going to pump up really fast. It jumps up that high, you know it's gonna jump up even higher. 99% of the time. Okay, so I got credit for that one. So the next one is gas. It actually, yeah, it gave me an Endrine Ore. Okay, gas. Gas. Again, 320. There's so many different types of gas here. That one's not good. It's not good. So you continue this until you find all 8 of them. And then it's going to do something, apparently, that'll allow me to find these Austrian, Endrine, and stuff with my... This one might. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to go above 50 because it ends right here. No. I'll just go through 2 and then I'll get to the end. I'll stop and get to the end so we can see what it actually does to my... There we go. Gave me a wind crystal. Okay, I'll be back after I finish all 8 and see what it actually does with my survey tools. I'm excited to see if I can actually find those different types of ores and stuff. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I just finished up. I actually went back to Rory. So they just released a new update to Star Wars Galaxies on Restoration this week. And I didn't read the updates yet, but it definitely loads NPCs and creatures quickly. Sorry, I'm petting my cat at the same time as I'm trying to talk here because he wants his head scratched. So on Dathomir, for instance, like you used to have some time if you're in a vehicle that's fast, the NPCs and creatures wouldn't load till you hit them or right after you would normally hit them. Now they load before you get to them. On Dathomir, I guess it's good and bad. If you're looking for something specifically, like if you're looking to kill Night Sisters or something, they load fast. But when you're trying to go from the village back and forth, it's crazy. There's just red everywhere constantly. So I ran to Rory, which is my home planet, and just finished it up there. I did like half of them here and half of them on Dathomir. As I was just driving back, I did some on Dathomir. So the hard ones to get are definitely energy. I did wind, and there's only one wind per planet. So trying to find that one, and wind's not usually that high anyway. So maybe in radio you can't do radioactive. It says specifically you can't do radioactive. So I just had a wind. I found it eventually on Dathomir. It wasn't crazy. Ore is the other difficult one because there's a lot of ore out there. There's always a lot on your survey tool, but it's hard to get something over 50%. So that one took me, I don't know, 5 minutes to find one that had over 50%. But all in all, it took 20 minutes to do the whole thing, 25 minutes maybe. It's not that difficult, but I wanted to start it here before I click complete to see what happens. Nothing. So he said something about my survey tools doing something or other, right? So there's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You unlock the Heightened Senses Luck skill branch. Okay, that happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess there's only 7. It says 8 online. Oh, 7 random crates. Okay, 7 is correct. Maybe it's only 7. So one of them isn't there. Okay. So let's see what I can do with my survey tool now. Is there that's range. Go back to mineral. Is there like, I'll have to read up on this some more to see how I can actually survey the special resources. Because I'm interested in that. That's pretty cool if you can. It's not listed on here. I wonder if it's a rare occurrence thing that happens. Kind of like, you hit the high quality every once in a while, or you hit the high concentration. Wonder if it's something like that, happens once every 20 surveys or something. So I'll if I find out anything, maybe I'll try tonight, because there's some, if you haven't seen, by the way, if you're watching this pretty quickly after I release it, there's some really good polymer out right now. It doesn't say it's on Rory because they never include Rory in their search results, but it's on Rory. And I found something over like 95%. It's pretty close to the Rebel Outpost. So if you're watching this, go to that one. I already have like 9 total extractors there. That'll be plenty for me. It'll get me probably over 1 million of this polymer. It's the best polymer since day one, since Star Wars Galaxies Restoration has come out. So I highly recommend getting it. Its overall quality and shock resistance is both over 900, and well, 999 for overall quality, which is amazing. And it's used in a crazy amount of schematics. So I highly recommend getting it if you haven't already. And I'll end it there. I'll update the description if I find out anything about getting one of those random ores, or Ardanium 2s or whatever, wind crystals, maybe it's just a random thing. And that's it. I appreciate you guys. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later.